masa kemarin kan dorang baru post video.
Benar. Dia suka banget.
Sungkai KB. Dia kena left out, kesian. Dia membawa tapi kena tinggalkan.
You suka kes ada pretty cewek?
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Selamat datang di rancangan ATM
Login.
Shoutout to
Om Ded.
siapa lagi? Habib Ja'far and Onad. Okay. Hari ini kami ada kedatangan star guest, ialah seorang foodie yang paling lawa di dunia. Sorry sayang.
Cakep.
Sayang. Jangan marah, main-main saja. Peace. It's Karen. Nah, Venturingfoodie ada di sini.
Foodie. Yeah.
How are you?
Hello, I'm good.
So you can introduce yourself to the audience yang dah tahu lah. Us knew you already. Then you just introduce yourself.
Okay.
What are you doing now?
Okay.
Bisa kenalin nggak?
Bisa apa?
Bisa kenalin. For our viewers kayak di
bisa.
Indonesia and Nusantara.
You can use English and Malay mixed together.
Okay, I'm a bit nervous. It's my first time doing this. Hi everyone, I'm Karen, Venturingfoodie. What's Venturingfoodie in Malay?
Venturingfoodie, adventure. Venturing itu
Venture
kayak
menjelajah.
menjelajah.
Yes.
Meneraka.
Explore
ya,
gitu.
explore. Apa tuh?
Explorer.
Right.
Orang yang suka makan dan meneroka.
Bisa masuk.
Okay, so I'm a content creator based in Brunei. My content focus primarily on food and travel, but also a little bit of my lifestyle.
I see. Jadi kayak gitu ya. So Venturingfoodie, gue ini pengen nanya ya, pengen tabayun. Tabayun is like if you don't know, you ask to clarify, kayak gitu. That's the word. So
Tabayan.
how's your
Tabayun.
Malay and bahasa? I think it's quite okay. Ya, benar kan?
Yeah, I think it's okay.
Yeah.
Bahasa Melayu okay.
Yeah.
Brunei pun okay lah. I'm learning. And
bisa.
Indonesia, I tried to learn on Duolingo.
Oh wow, bahasa Indonesia ya bisa.
No, I don't think I learned it very well. Dikit-dikit saja, I know some words.
Dikit-dikit nggak apa-apa. Dikit-dikit lama-lama jadi bukit deh.
Hopefully.
She's often going to the Indonesia
Yeah.
juga.
Oh wow.
I was in Indonesia three weeks last
I see.
December, and then also in Indonesia in April last year. So I was
Kemana?
Ke Bali.
Oh bisa.
Lepas tu Labuan Bajo sama
Syok kan?
Jakarta.
Independen bawa ni dorang ni.
Banget. Seru banget sih.
Independen membawa ni kalau dorang belayar macam, dorang ke pantai.
Next time.
Bisa nanya nggak, Karen? How many languages do you converse in? Just wondering, isn't? Gua curious ya.
So I converse in 3 languages.
Right.
Chinese, but I also speak like both Mandarin and the dialect Hokkien, which is what Chinese people here
Tapi apa
speak.
bedanya?
Chinese itu, Mandarin itu kirakan like bahasa Melayu. So, but then Hokkien is like a dialect. So it's more like regional. So not every person, let's say not every person in China speaks Hokkien. Like how bahasa Indonesia is a bit different from bahasa Melayu.
Bisa.
Yeah, but then everybody
beda-beda.
understands bahasa Melayu. Like bahasa Brunei, bahasa Melayu.
Macam Melayu Brunei is like standard Malay right now.
Yeah, standard Malay.
And then kalau macam apa, Hokkien is like macam Kedayan macam tu kah?
It's a dialect.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now I understand. Kalau Cantonese?
Cantonese is also a dialect. So it came from like the region of Canton in China. So Hokkien originated from the region of Fujian in China. Yeah.
Kayak gitu ya. Ini pengen nanya ya, Karen. Just iseng. Iseng is like curious, but like really need to ask kayak gitu.
Okay.
Lo ada nggak accent broaden knowledge? Kan dulu S1-nya di University of East Anglia, betul nggak?
Betul.
Bener kan, bener.
Oh iya, sudah buat research ya.
Iya harus. So do you have an accent?
No,
No,
I
you
don't have a
don't?
Norwich
Okay.
accent. It's really hard.
Oh yeah.
It's so even in England. So I used to study in UK. Norwich
Yeah.
is like one of the smaller cities in England. So cities around England have different accents. So up north they might sound different than compared to people in London. Yeah, it's just the region, just a bit different lah. Slangnya pun lain.
I see. Tapi susah amat sih atau ngertinya atau oke aja?
Susah.
Susah. Oh.
Susah.
Dia.
Susah lah kan meniru
Susah.
itu accent.
Oh.
Yeah.
I see. Enggak. Karena gue emangnya suka languages, suka impressionist kayak gitu. Like all different languages. Hopefully one day I can be a polyglot.
I look up to polyglot as well.
Polyglots, yeah.
Boleh bagi example kata bahasanya tu?
Bahasa apa?
The British accent.
The British
so what
accent?
British accent can you give? Kayak gitu.
I think I can. Okay, my British accent is not very good, but I think I learned from like those yang British movies lah, yang they're very posh.
Yeah.
So kirakan like okay, this is the most posh like. Would you like some coffee or tea?
Oh,
Hello,
bisa,
lovely.
bisa.
Can I help you? Yeah.
Kalau gue impressionist gue mungkin kayak East London.
East
Lebih
London, you're from
ya.
East London,
I was
innit?
like, yeah. I'm like, for real, yeah?
Yeah.
Would you like some water? Young lady.
You be a roadman.
Yeah.
Tapi kalau mas men selalunya cuma itu. Do you want coffee or tea or me?
Oh.
Masuk. And gue akan nyambung, but I don't prefer being sweet because you're already sweet. Okay, terusin.
Okay,
What?
Karen.
It's yours.
You are foodie in every sense kan? Clarify. Can you clarify? Apa ni? Clarify. During your days of studies, were you inclined to culinary delights or into culinary cooking?
Maksudnya makan atau memasak.
Yeah, benar.
Well, I was a student, so I spent most of my time cooking. Kan
Right.
student budget. Mahal lagi makan, eating out is expensive. The prices is in pounds as well. Yeah, so I did a lot of cooking back then.
Pengen nanya ya, during your studies day, what would you be your champion dish kayak gitu?
Oh, okay. So I was very experimental. I would look up like different recipes online,
Yeah.
and then I would look at something and this is what I want to learn. So then I would make. So I had like a few like YouTube gurus I would follow, like Laura in the kitchen, Masato, and then there's this Korean auntie, Mangachi, I think her name.
Classic.
Yeah, dulu lah. And then sometimes I watch like Jamie Oliver, Chana buat potatoesnya,
benar,
steaknya. Whether or not I succeed, lain lah cerita.
Tapi ia makan, nyaman makan saja. Tapi masa during your study ada Indomie tak?
Indomie ada bawa.
Ada bawa.
Yeah, but then I seldom eat lah instant noodles back then.
Oh, so you prefer to cook?
I prefer to
fresh lah kayak
cook.
gitu?
Yeah, I think masa tu aku takut lampau. So I try to eat healthier.
Okay. As a BA Drama and English lecturer, apa kan tu? Lecture major, how did your journey to become a content foodie creator? Can you kindly share?
Okay, yeah. So when I first started this account, I started in university.
Yeah.
And back then it was a secret account, and I basically started because I wanted to remember where I have gone, where I ate, So it was like a secret Instagram. And that time I was also traveling around Europe because Sanang kan masa tu. So I just wanted to remember where I ate and then the location tag. So how did this contribute to being a Venturing Foodie content creator today? So initially Venturing Foodie, so I became more active and made it public when I came back to Brunei. So that was like I came back 2017, but I think 2018 I made it public lah. And then because I saw that in Brunei, everybody loves to eat, but there are no like proper reviews. So I back then started with writing detailed reviews, and I didn't really show my face the pictures because I wanted to be like, okay, you know what? I want them to appreciate my writing. So kirakan that was me taking a creative outlet in my writing. And over the years, that has evolved. I don't give detailed reviews anymore. These days, I kind of just introduce people to where the new places are. And I also have started to work with banks and like corporate companies. So where does the drama come into place is when I produce skits. Kirakan educational skits. Not educational, sorry, informational skits. So it's like, it's entertaining.
Right.
And that's where I incorporate the drama element. Yeah, so I like acting, I like to write scripts. Directing, not very good at it. In terms of, because I don't know like the technicalities, like the framing, is it tight shot, wide shot. I don't know that. So I stick to doing what I know, scripting, writing.
Tapi ya masa kemarin kan dorang baru post video.
Benar. Dia suka banget.
Sungkai KB.
Ya.
Dia kena left out, kesian. Ia membawa tapi kena tinggalkan.
You suka cause ada pretty cewek.
Okay. On to that, I would say, mashallah. Indeed, mashallah, you are blessed with beauty and talent.
Thank you.
From your perspective, how do you define beauty kayak gitu? And where is the most beautiful place in Brunei from your adventures?
Okay, when you say beauty, you mean like generally what is beauty?
Yeah,
How do you
general.
define it?
How do I define beauty? I think I'm gonna go back to this very classic quote: "Beauty is in the eye of the beholder."
Oh, wow.
So what you perceive as beauty is, I think for me, it's something that, for me, it's just simple. If it looks good to me, it's beautiful. That is beauty, or it's something that I like, or something that kind of makes you feel like, lawa, nice. Yeah. So where do I think is the most beautiful place in Brunei? I think actually the Swas Mosque is very nice. It's very beautiful. The architecture is very, very nice. It's white, and there's the golden dome, and then the architectures. I also think I love sunsets. And I think Brunei has one of the nicest sunsets. Like
Di mana you
Lawa.
prefer?
Where's your spot?
I think one of the best viewing spots is one in Ara Empire.
Right.
And also Ara Tanjung Batu.
Oh yes, Tanjung Batu.
You can see the yolk. Yeah, the egg yolk of the sunset.
Oh.
Yeah.
Mungkin si Karen ni nang suka healing boleh saja.
Okay. Wah, kayaknya kita cepat ya.
Tutup lah. Tutup.
Off script, yeah.
Nah, it's okay. It's okay.
It's okay. We still have
We still
our
have a
script
lot
here.
of time actually, because you're very kayak cepet ya.
Laju
ngejawabnya.
tapi
Mungkin karena not only beauty-nya tapi talentnya tapi inteleknya juga cepet.
and then
Thank you.
Dia punya tu, do you still go to the gym?
I do. I'm going to the gym after this.
I see.
Dan walaupun dia foodie tapi masih je ke gym exercise.
Yeah, actually, that's something that I've been including in my foodie account. So, dulu kan, I've always kind of been an active person, but I never really post about my workouts around my food account because I was like, this is strictly food. But then now I'm starting to share more and more about my life because, for one, I think a healthy lifestyle is very important. So I'm trying to show that, yes, even though I do eat all this food, I don't eat it every day. And I also do try to maintain a healthy lifestyle by going to the gym, just staying active. Yeah. I think because getting older kan.
I think you're still young. Well, you look young.
Thank you.
Getting older. Sama umur tanya.
Sebaya kan?
And what type of I know you do weightlifting, benar nggak? Weightlifting atau kayak
I
gimana?
do. I'm more into high intensity, these days I do a bit of CrossFit, so it has elements of weightlifting, but I'm definitely not like a bodybuilder or powerlifter.
Powerlifter, bukan kayak gitu ya?
Takut ko. Takut injury.
Okay, guys, yang dah suka bodybuilder. Okay? Kau lifter dah. Yang badan biji-biji dah tu. Yang suka yang
Abang Sadong.
lampu-lampu sedikit. Kalau lampu-lampu tu nah. Yeah.
Karen, lo agree nggak the saying that let's break bread as a gesture of peace?
Okay.
from your perspective, if you had to share a meal for two, where would you go and or what would you do? What would you order?
If I have to share a meal for two, and where would I go?
Yeah, as a gesture of peace and stuff.
Gesture of peace ka?
Yeah.
Or dating?
Either way.
Either way.
High five
Yeah.
angin. Tapi
In
ada kan masa boyfriend na naman ada.
no.
Ya single ka hindi na guys.
I don't know. Maybe the person can say.
So ya dah hint sudah tuang. Kalau yang masih single ya dah hint sudah. Itu suka yang besar-besar badannya. Yang sado-sado macam aku ndak lagi dapat.
Where to eat in Brunei ka for two people?
Yeah.
Let's see. So normally I get these questions a lot. Banyak, like I always ada IGDM kan. Oh, where would you recommend to eat and stuff? I normally I give categories pulang. Like what do you want to eat?
Okay, if it let me give a scenario. Kayak kalau lo kayak pengen get to know that person, PDKT is like pendekatan kayak gitu, and have like a very good probably it leaves a sense of I want to get to know that person. I'ma get to explore more foods kayak gitu.
Okay. Well, I would suggest get to know the person.
Yeah.
But the food, okay ka? Like
Must be okay lah.
yeah, no, as in like, does it have to be? Is it the sense that this person likes to eat Italian, and I'm bringing this person to Italian?
I would say no. If it was purely based on your choice,
purely based on my choice, where would
and
I
offering.
where would I bring them? Okay, if I were to have people over, if I bring let's say I've toured like my foreign countries, like friends from other countries over. Normally I bring them to try like the must-eats in Brunei, like Jingchu.
Oh, right.
The classic and ambuyat, all that.
Brian pun sana juga. Brian pun cakap jincu.
Jingchu ka. But then if you want to have like a more intimate, quiet place to know someone, I would suggest like cafes. Cafes are quite nice as long as it's not too packed.
Which cafe?
I think you can. I personally, I like the food in Little Audrey's, but I haven't been there lama sudah. I haven't been there
I've
pulang.
Me 3 years ago kali sudah.
Yeah, aku pun at least
Batas
like,
sudah
batas sudah. Maybe a year plus. But I remember the quality of food being quite good. Bread parlor is quite quiet as well. And you can have cakes and stuff. Oh yeah, but I think if people come to Brunei, they should really explore our cafes. Banyak.
Yeah,
Cannot keep up.
benar. There's a lot.
Yeah, there's a new one, Six Hands. Have you been?
I haven't.
Yeah, Six
Yeah.
Sense. They're in itu.
Riverside?
One Riverside.
Riverside. The new one. Si Chef Q punya.
Oh, Chef Q punya
Chef
kah?
Q.
I see.
Chef Q sama si Fuad. And one, siapa lagi seorang. Diorang ada 3 partner.
Oh,
Diorang partner tu, partnering.
okay.
Chef Q, Fuad, I think James kali. James namanya. Diorang kawan lah.
But then, yeah, it looks. I haven't been myself, but it looks really nice.
And
You know the origins of break bread? You know why?
Break bread? No, I don't.
Very interesting. You know how they break it in two, right? Yeah, because you know why? 2 halves makes a whole. You understand that?
Yes. 2 is better than 1.
Ah.
Is it?
Yeah, so
Oh,
Yeah.
2 halves makes a
2
whole.
hearts. Oh, okay.
2 hearts.
2 hearts.
There.
All right. Well.
Di mana sudah tadi? Laju sudah kan?
Wah, cepet banget.
Laju nih. Berapa minit sudah?
Banget. Sekarang udah cuman 20 minutes aja ya.
20 minit.
Time flies kayak gitu.
When you're having fun.
Laju 20 minutes.
20
Kan
minutes,
sebenarnya
cepet banget.
selalunya we tend to get 30 minutes above. Yeah.
Okay, I
Yeah.
break record.
Yeah. But it leaves time for us to explore.
Yes,
Kayak
yes.
gitu kan.
Lepas ni Karang Sungkai di mana?
Karang Sungkai di rumah saja.
Di rumah saja.
Ya,
Hindi sama orang kawan-kawan lah.
indah. Ngale.
Pandai kan leh ha?
Pandai. These days I'm trying to like slow down in life.
So how's your cat fitness routine during puasa time? Does it is it calibrated towards the end of opening times kayak gitu?
So I actually haven't managed to work out a lot at masa puasa because I had to do like some sungkai coverages, visit some
Right,
eateries,
benar.
and normally I'm at the eateries by like 5:30 kan ambil gambar dapat. So yeah, and then I also sprained my ankle last week, so I was
Oh,
resting.
hope it's well.
Yeah.
Well, nomor 7 itu your question, tau nggak?
Okay, Karen, we reached to the end. Can you share? Can you share sama Tanilah tips-tips how to prosper and what to look for kalau kan buat konten yang kreatif?
How to prosper.
Yeah.
That's an interesting choice of words. How to prosper. You mean in the sense of what content?
Expand.
What content? Content.
How to
Content.
how to succeed in making content, is it? Wow. Let me think. Very interesting because I think the reason why content is so big these days is because it's so subjective. You know, there's a audience for almost every type of content. You know, if you make fitness, there are like fitness enthusiasts. You do food, there's food enthusiasts. And then because content is so, I feel like it's because of TikTok pelang. With the rise of TikTok, content now is so diverse, so varied. It doesn't dulu back in my time, back in our time, millennial time, it was those nice videos out of YouTube, long form content.
Instagram and
Yeah,
Facebook.
everything was aesthetic back then, masa millennial days. Instagram feed lawa-lawa gambarnya ada, some theme, right?
Yes,
Akmal?
yes.
But I feel with TikTok that it has changed the whole environment of making content. Now, when you watch TikTok, a lot of the videos are very casual. Some is just talking, and then some is just dancing, and yet they do well. They also prosper, I guess, in that sense.
Yeah.
Because they do well because there is someone. No, there are people who likes people who like what they see, like the content that they see. So, back to your question, how would a content? What's your question?
The question is how to prosper and what to look for kalau kan buat content lah yang kreatif.
Okay, I would say if someone wants to get into making content, I think that's great. I think if you want to, I would say by all means experiment with all types of content, but I think you need to be very true to yourself. Ask yourself like, why am I doing this? And like, what purpose is it? If it's just to like entertain people, yeah, that's fine. But I think there should be kirakan not rules but parameters of your
Parameters,
content. Yeah. Because I do feel like there are some young people who would do outrageous things in the name of content. That might be entertaining at that moment, but might cause some repercussions to them in later years, which could take a toll on which could affect them mentally. Young people when they make content, if they get negative comments, it does affect them. So I would say really know why you're making content, and if it's something you want to take seriously, yeah, by all means go for it. Stay consistent. Consistency is the key, I feel, in making content. If you're gonna talk about like internet algorithm, Instagram, TikTok, I feel consistency is very, very big. So if you're gonna make one video a week, then stick to making one video a week. Just stay consistent. And yeah, stay consistent. Be authentic, or be authentic to the persona that you want to portray.
Benar.
Yeah. Does that answer the
Pengen nanya
question?
ya.
Yeah.
When you mention the parameters itu kayak gimana? What types would you delve into parametersnya, kayak what is the line yang permissible, kayak how
Like
what perspectives lo yang ngelihat tentang the parameters kayak gitu.
Okay, so I think so I'll use like an old example of how like one of the Logan brothers, Jake Logan, or the prank videos.
Sorry, I'm not quite
okay.
conversant.
So I think there were like American YouTubers, and I remember there was a backlash because they filmed like they went to the forest in Japan that was known for suicide.
Logan.
Logan Paul, sorry,
Logan
Logan
Paul.
Paul.
Masa dia
Yeah.
jadi fighter sudah.
Yeah, now he's a fighter kan. Tapi masa tu ya film like the person
He's a
suicide.
yes.
Yeah, I think
Then start atu ya kena ban from YouTube.
Oh, yeah. So I think obviously content like that is going to get a lot of views. But whether or not it's something that someone should do, you really have to think about it. Like, not everything that goes viral is good. So,
Agreed.
yeah. So it's
Gua
really,
setuju banget.
But then again, there are people who flourish with bad press, negative, viral, infamous. They still flourish. They still prosper in that sense. Yeah, I think really depends on.
Banyak di TikTok.
Yeah, banyak.
Yang negatif tapi they were blooming.
Yeah, or like if I were to do like a Bruneian case, it would be the whole orange juice in the supermarket thing.
Oh, not quite.
Yes, the one.
Yeah, not. It was a lesson.
Alright. So
Yeah.
I guess
You pernah buat lah tu.
Me?
Yeah.
Macam mana?
so are you saying kayak every place and time itu ada dia punya konteks, ada how to kayak point of entry-nya, the supposed act yang diperbolehkan kayak gitu.
Yeah, I think it really if you really want to prosper, if you really want to do well, you should be sensitive and wary of like the context, where is this being published and stuff. But of course, a lot of people start making content, they are young. They don't think about that. They just think about entertainment or what they want to follow what they see overseas. Yes, in overseas, people do this kind of things, and they get away with it. And here you can argue you might do that, but you might not get away with it. So then you have to face the consequences of your actions. Yeah.
Last question.
Oh, yes.
Macam mana you handle orang-orang toxic?
Toxic
Haters.
online haters.
Yes, haters. The keyboard warriors.
Keyboard warriors. I think I've been quite fortunate. So far, nada keyboard warrior yang very, very negative about me. I think, but I do try to. I'm glad it stayed that way. Please don't send me negative comments. But how do I deal with it? That's a good one because I haven't really had such negative toxicness before. I want to say that I'll be able to like look past it. Like you're if you're a public figure, people will end up like making negative comments. But I'm sure if I do see it, it will hurt me as well. Yeah, I mean I'm only human, kan. But yeah, I think it's something that as a creator you should not expect, but it's something that isn't surprising if you do get toxic comments. Yeah.
Tapi ada orang selalu komen macam your reviews itu tipu kerana ni Venturingfoodie tipu and sini you Yaman.
Oh, they use an umbrella term. They will say, dorang influencers tipu dorang punya review apa. I wouldn't trust influencers. So paham. I understand because sometimes when we take videos of food and stuff, we go there. So this is how it works. We get invited by the companies, kan, the restaurant. So usually some manager is there, so they make sure the food that we get served is nice and yummy. And sometimes when we eat, wow, it is good. But that is then. And then when other people do visit that restaurant, sometimes they don't maintain that quality of food that they serve us.
Benar.
And so then that goes to show that sometimes the restaurant is inconsistent. Yeah.
That's
true. So that is one of the ways. I guess so. I think for most parts, we do try to like when we do get there and the food is not great, we will tell them. Like we will tell the manager like, hey, this food is not feedback lah, bagi personal feedback. Do we still post pictures? We do post like stories and stuff, but we just try to keep it general. We try to maintain this whole attitude of like, we're introducing this new place.
Right, it's more of introduction kayak gitu, kenalinnya gitu.
Memperkenalkan like new places.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, which is why I have kind of just also stopped doing like the written reviews, the written long reviews. One, because of like the way we consume content has changed, you know. Now people like to see visual stuff. They like to watch videos.
Diorang suka visual and voice over.
And voice over, yes, yeah. And then nobody read captions as much anymore and the long reviews. Yeah, I feel like I should expand more more on this on this whole topic. Yeah, it's true. We do get that flag like, oh, we don't trust the influencers, but I guess that's how it is. We are. Let's see. Let me put my thoughts into words.
Banyak sekarang begitu animated untuk macam
Because I don't want to give off a wrong impression, like that we are all lying. Because we are not. We are really just trying to, do our best. We have to think about like the restaurant as a client, and also we have to think about the audience. So, when we think about the client, we do try to not try, but it's an art, right? It's like we take pictures of the food, we take videos of the food, we make it look as good as it can, you know? Like, because it's an art form, kan? If you make movies, you want to get all the nice framing, all the nice shots, all the nice footage. If you take photos, you would still edit colors and stuff, lawakan, you know? So it is that art form. And yeah, I guess that's also, it makes it look good. Makes it look interesting. I don't know. Am I rambling?
No,
am I making sense?
Benar kayak, it's an art form, kayak it's a perspective yang lo ngelihat kan. As you mentioned tadi, beauty is in the eyes of the beholder. Kayak gini, we mentioned during pas waktu Brian, a person who's not as visually pleasing might be a 10 because it's so funny.
Yeah. Personality definitely helps.
Definitely.
Yeah, especially when things like, especially going back to food again, taste is preference, you know?
Benar.
There are some times like I find there are things that I might not like. Like I felt like, oh, this kway teow was a bit too charred for me, but my friends are, oh my god, I love it. It's so smoky, it's so good. Okay, it's preference.
Yeah, benar.
Yeah, at the end of the day, it's all like different preferences. And yeah, that's why.
Yeah, I totally agree from that because kayak gini, often kita menggunakan ya analog kayak manis itu gimana? Say for example kayak gini, gimana lo nge-describe manisnya madu, honey? And gimana lo nge-describe manisnya gula, sugar? Kayak gimana? How?
Yeah, exactly. It's it's so subjective, right?
Bener
Yeah.
kan? But I can tell you how. You gotta taste kayak the honey and the sugar. Bisa tahu
Yeah,
kan?
you have to go try it for yourself and then
Yeah.
make your own judgment.
Okay. Kami ada game.
Oh, okay.
We have a game. It's like kalau aku orang Brunei makan di restoran aku suka macam for me aku suka ambil gambar dulu.
Okay.
Kalau aku orang Brunei aku makan di restoran aku buat apa?
I also like to ambil gambar. I like to ambil gambar of the food and of myself.
Oh.
Kalau you
Jangan post.
Mas Man?
Gua gimana ya? Lagi pusing nih. Kalau aku orang Brunei makan di restoran, aku suka tanya-tanya deh. Tapi yang paling gua suka rekomendasi dari the waiter atau the waitress or the in-house kayak gitu.
I ask that too. If I don't know what to eat.
Okay lah. Kalau aku orang Brunei, kalau aku makan di restoran, aku mesti lihat gambar lawa dulu. Ini baru nyaman ni. Kalau dalam gambar-gambar
Check orang Instagram kan. Yeah, same.
I totally, gua agree banget man. Banget. Representasi kayak at the menu itu harus ya tip-top lah kayak gitu. Macam bener.
Jadi lawa. Lawa ni mesti nyaman ni. Mau makan.
Bener.
Yeah, I always ask, what would you recommend? I ask the waiter and waitresses. Not just in Brunei, but like everywhere when I travel. Yeah.
Wow. Okay. If I could ask, bisa nge-share nggak? What's your favorite Indonesian cuisine atau dish kayak gitu?
Ooh, favorite Indonesian dish. Let me think.
Interesting.
Nasi Padang enak ya.
Oh, nasi Padang ya.
Nasi Padang.
Oh.
But that's Java, right? Yeah.
I mean, in Java is still kayak in Indonesia, yeah.
I like babi guling as well.
Oh, okay,
Babi
okay,
guling,
okay.
yeah. That's nice. That's very Balinese kan.
Ah,
Yeah. Sorry, am I allowed to say that?
It's okay.
Nah, kita ini toleransi kayak gitu.
You don't have censorship here, so it's okay. For me, kalau aku sate Madura tu masih nyaman tu.
Oh, sate Madura.
The original sate Madura.
I think I had it in Lombok.
Oh,
Yeah, in Lombok.
In Lombok,
yes,
yeah.
Lombok sana best.
kalau
The
gue
sate
deh
ya?
beda-beda. Gue suka tahu telurnya goreng, kayak simpel-simpel kayak gitu. Iya, kayak batagor kayak gitu.
Pada ke
Lagi,
gado-gado pun nyaman tu.
The
Bener.
peanut sauce.
So, ada lagi
Masih thinking.
nasi Padang. So, banyak macam makanan
Let me
Indonesian.
think. But there's so many different night dishes.
I'm just curious. Do you drink coffee?
Yes, I do.
Do you like flavored or non-flavored?
So most times I drink Americano because I
Ah.
try to not drink so much sugar.
Wow.
But there are days when
Wow.
I'm craving like hazelnut
Right.
lattes. I like hazelnut. Yeah.
Oh, nyaman tu rasa kacang.
Tapi don't you think kayak sekarang kan kena the notes in the coffee beans itu dia ngerasanya kadang ada fruity, ada floral kayak gitu.
Ada. But then I have to say, right, I drink coffee, but I'm not a coffee expert or connoisseur, you know.
Yeah.
I'm actually still learning a lot about coffee.
benar.
Dulu when I drink coffee kan, it's just untuk stay awake, untuk
Right.
macam caffeine hit. Yeah,
Ah.
only I think these days, I think cause ikut trend je kan, coffee
Yeah.
now is so popular. I do drink more coffee now. And yeah, I do try to taste like the notes. I don't like it if it's too citrusy. Yeah.
Okay. So
Kalau
you're more kayak classic to the chocolate, nutty
Yeah, I
notes
always
kayak
go
gitu.
for like chocolate flavors.
Kalau
Yeah.
macam buah-buahan tu, ada berapa
Yeah,
mana-mana.
Yeah.
benar.
Yeah, jangan terlalu masam lah.
Not
Yeah.
too much kayak acidity-nya jangan
Acidity-nya,
biar-
yeah.
Asik.
Okay,
Ya benar.
so
Ya.
we end this program.
Okay.
And thank you very much. Gue ngefans banget. Thank you very
thank
much.
you,
and
thank you.
Now it clarifies. Benar, Venturing Foodie bisa ngomong bahasa
I thought you
Melayu,
were gonna
bahasa
make-
Indonesia. Benar.
I think you're gonna make me speak it, you know. I was like,
Nah,
they're gonna make me
terserah.
speak it.
We kayak celebrate people's understanding. Tapi one thing that we put is like tabayun. Like if you don't know, kindly ask.
Okay.
Kindly
I was like, oh no, I'm not oh no, bilang like, oh, am I gonna speak Malay in this?
Terserah, bisa.
You can speak.
Bisa.
Jangan saja bahasa Cina lah. Kami
Bahasa
dah faham
Cina
lah
kenapa anda pandai?
Mandarin lah. Macam Mandarin. Wah ini saya kami tahu.
Dengan siapa? Who do you
Alah,
say
my
that
wife.
to? Rayo, Banar.
Pandai.
Do you watch anime?
Anime?
You don't watch anime?
Not really, but I do. I am watching one anime right now.
Which one is that?
Apothecary Diaries.
Oh, okay. I don't know.
You don't know. It's
I only know the.
yeah,
Is
which
it?
one?
What is it?
Well, it's about this. It's set in like the past, and it's about this girl who is like very smart with medicine and everything. Kirakan we ikut her her adventures of investigating the cases lah. I like smart female characters. Macam
Bilang you like cerita Conan tu.
Conan.
Detektif Conan.
Oh yeah.
No,
should
I like Naruto because my favorite character is one of it is Itachi. You know why?
Why?
Watashi.
Watashi.
Gak masuk
You?
apa?
Watashi is
Yeah.
me.
No.
Watashi wa.
Yeah, there you go. No, I'm just joking. Joke lang.
For me,
Gak masuk kayak
Hindi
gitu.
na masuk ya.
Yeah, I know.
Hindi na paham dong.
Because Watashi
paham.
means love.
Oh, is it?
I think so. Let
No,
me-
that's
Watashi-
Ashiteru.
Oh yeah, Ashiteru. No, yeah, you're
yang
right.
love.
Watashi is
Thank
me.
Watashi is me.
Oh, salah deh, nggak
Salah
masuk.
deh.
Bener. Thank you for highlighting me.
No problem.
Yeah. Kalau aku masih Dragon Ball lah.
Dragon Ball. Oh, I use
Dragon
more
Ball.
Sailor Moon and Dragon Ball.
Oh,
Masa
Sailor
time
Moon.
kanak-kanak lah.
Masa ni Dragon Ball makin best sudah dia punya tu. Dia punya macam dia punya cerita lah.
Cerita ya. Oh, but recently dia punya creator
Sudah
pass kan.
pass away. Ni tak kesian.
Ya,
Siapa buat lagi
legend.
ah?
Benar.
Mungkin aku buat kali continue untuk
okay.
jadi Dragon Ball tu lah.
How about Doraemon? Cerita Doraemon.
Oh,
That's my
Doraemon.
favorite comic. Growing
Syok
up.
tu Doraemon.
Syok. That's how I learned my Malay.
Ya kan?
Oh really?
Because I used to read the Malay Doraemon comic kan.
wow.
Yeah, so I learned it from reading Serikata, like subtitles on TV3. And
Kayak gitu.
yeah. Doraemon, tolong Doraemon, Nobita.
Okay. Kita ni akhiri episod hari ni dan jumpa lagi di esok. Thank you salah lupa. Thank you so much
Thank you
Karen.
so much.
Thank you for having
Sorry.
me.
Yeah.
Pasal
Selalunya-
two host ni damam tu juga. Hari ni
so
dua.
that's why it's
Sian.
now we are the fillers.
Yeah, kami kira
But-
filler. Padahal he's a writer, me I'm the producer.
Yeah,
kayak
yeah,
gitu.
yeah.
And then
Beda.
kami jadi host pulang.
Oh well,
Thank
you know,
you.
Show
no
must go
problem.
on and thank you so much. Gua ngefans banget benar.
Really. Thank
Kalau
you.
macam kamu mesti follow dia punya IG okay.
Venturingfoodie ya.
Kalau
Venturingfoodie.
kalau time puasa ni memang ni hit ni orang punya. Pasal makanan apa dah.
Alright, jumpa lagi besok di waktu yang sama di ATM
Log in. Thank you.
Yuk, jalan yuk.
Jom sungkai
Let's go,
lapar
let's
dah.